The Crux Adventure I went on showed me a new way to talk about leadership, and more importantly, a new way to blend outdoor education and adventure sport with leadership. Getting outside and being with other leaders and being with people from different experiences and different fields that are coming together to talk about leadership, to talk about how leadership relates to adventure sports. Amazing. It opened my eyes in phenomenal ways. We've worked together through a CEO's executive group for years through Vistage, and to be with Liz for the weekend, doing these experiences, having similar conversations, but in a totally different atmosphere and a different space, opened up the dialogue in ways I couldn't have even imagined. To have a conversation about what are the key elements of leadership, or how do you problem solve with a team, or what are effective communication methods, that conversation is valuable in a boardroom. But for me, and I think for many others, the idea of hiking all day or rock climbing all day and then sitting down when your body's shot and your shoulders hurt and your fingers hurt, and sitting down and then having that conversation brings it to a whole new level. That level of physical exhaustion with intellectual stimulation and conversation is a brilliant blend. The venue itself, to clear away all of the distractions of phone, email, text, computer, staff popping in to say, got a minute, to have those things eliminated and dedicate 48 plus hours to just deep diving on conversations around leadership and deep diving on exploration of self and your role as an individual as it relates to a group is pretty intense. When I had a hard decision to make about restarting a whole division of the organization that I pressed pause with during the pandemic, and I was struggling with the decision, and I'd gotten people's advice and insight and different perspectives, internal perspectives, external perspectives, and to have somebody just keep digging with the question why over and over and over, and allow me to go through the process and facilitate me going deeper and deeper and deeper into my own decision-making process, was exactly what I needed for that decision. I left having made a decision that I don't think I would have gotten to if I wasn't in that venue, and if I didn't have somebody there with a unique perspective, just drilling down and being a mirror for me in many ways. Yeah, I learned some incredible skills in terms of backpacking and rock climbing that I don't think were cemented, but for me it was more about the life lessons and the camaraderie that was built. I'm still in touch with people from the group, and I'm still networking with them and opening up our networks because of that experience, which is a huge part of business and leadership. I work in the education space. Education folks think the same way for the most part. It was amazing to have an engineer in the group to listen to the problems that I communicated about public education and to give it the perspective of an engineer. Any business leader who wants to get time away from the everyday in and out whack-a-mole management mode and step away to think about strategy, to bring unique perspective to themselves, to be a part of a team, having some real intense conversations that aren't begun and ended with a computer dinging or a phone ringing, should absolutely go and experience one of these Crux Society adventures. Absolutely.